She has gotten significantly bigger. Stephanie White has confirmed it. Stephanie White has gone out here and confirmed that Caitlin Clark has been bulking up. Like, that she's bulked up as a player and that she's no longer, like, skinny and...
Caitlin Clark has made a huge impact on the WNBA, and it's not just her sharpshooting that's turning heads. She's been putting in serious work at the gym, building strength and explosiveness to take her game to the next level. Meanwhile, Geno Auriemma's past doubts about her handling the league's physicality aren't aging well. Clark looks more than ready to take on the competition.
And Diana said it best. This kid's in for a rude awakening. And they all jumped over her, but they didn't read the whole thing that she said. But nobody's printing. You know, Diana Taurasi was right. This kid's on the wrong team. She's got the wrong skill set to handle the physicality of that league. And she's a rookie. And if you're a WNBA player, if you're any kind of player, you're going to say, I'm going to make a statement.
So, how did Caitlin Clark achieve this transformation, and what does it mean for the WNBA? Let's dive into her journey, from overcoming criticism to becoming an unstoppable force. We'll also break down why defenders across the league are now more nervous than ever about going up against her.
Alright guys, we're starting a little TikTok weight room vlog. We're going to show you what we do.
Get the butt down. Good.
Okay, speed. Okay, speed.
Wait, good for it.
Oh, she is strong. Alright guys, that's our lift. We are strong. Okay, we're actually strong.
Let's rewind to Clark's rookie season. There was no doubt she was impressive, but she faced serious challenges. Defenders wasted no time targeting the league's newest superstar, making sure her transition wouldn't be easy. She endured constant shoving, tripping, elbows, and body checks from players like Dijonai Carrington, Chendi Carter, and Angel Reese, who seemed determined to test her toughness. Their strategy? Use relentless physicality to break her confidence.
And Clark. I mean, that's clearly a foul, which was called. The question is, will they call it unnecessary? Kennedy Carter.
Their goal was clear: make Clark's rookie season as tough as possible. They saw her as too slim, too new, and figured the league's physicality would wear her down. Even some analysts wondered if she'd struggle to make the leap, like other college stars before her. Spoiler alert, Caitlin Clark isn't just another player. She's built different.
I gotta ask you a basketball question.
Yeah.
I know that you work really hard in the off season. You said yesterday you're always trying to get better.
Mm-hmm.
What's the thing that you're working on in this off season?
I think, honestly, besides the actual basketball skill part of it, I think getting stronger, that's what I'm focusing on. I'm in the weight room a lot, just building that strength. Obviously, it was hard going right from the college season to the professional season. You don't get to spend a lot of time in the weight room, so that's what I've tried to focus on the most here. And then obviously, a lot of things on the court. I'm always wanting to get better, and that's kind of what drives me, and I love it. I love getting to do it, and I feel very fortunate that it's my job.
Clark didn't just take the hits, she studied them. She figured out exactly how defenders were trying to throw her off and, instead of backing down, she did what great players do: she adapted. This off-season, she didn't just train, she transformed. She put in serious work in the weight room, building the strength to hold her own. The days of pushing her around are over. A simple shove won't rattle her anymore. Those tactics just don't work now.
Like, every time you're seeing Caitlin Clark out, it's like, okay, she's not as skinny as she was. And this is someone who, like, that's something that she really needs to, that's something she really needs.
Now, Clark is built like a machine. Her coach, Stephanie White, has praised her incredible transformation. She's not just stronger, but also faster, tougher, and more resilient than ever. Let's be real, if she was already dropping 30 points while getting knocked around, just imagine what she can do now with her added strength and durability. Her game is about to reach a whole new level.
Is like, one, is Caitlin Clark stronger, or do you expect her to get stronger? And two, like, what's realistic, like, in terms of from a great first year to now second year in the league where, you know, it's not as new anymore, right? And you sort of know how the league plays, if nothing else.
Yes, she is stronger, first and foremost. And again, she's got a lot of self-awareness. And, she figured that out, right away. Like, I need to get stronger. I can't get knocked around as much.
Clark's new physique speaks for itself. Her arms look ready to brush off defenders with ease, and her core strength is rock solid. But she didn't just bulk up, she evolved into a stronger, more unstoppable version of herself. The WNBA isn't ready for what's coming. She's a force to be reckoned with.
Not that she was, like, too weak to be in the W, but, like, she was too weak to be, like, an imposing presence in the W like she was in college, because she could be physically dominated. And then, obviously, we have seen throughout the offseason. We have seen like some of the
For months, opponents did everything they could to slow Clark down, fouling her, knocking her to the floor, and trying to get in her head with trash talk. But even with all that, she still put up big numbers. Now, they're in for an even bigger challenge. Clark is stronger, faster, and more locked in than ever. Underestimating her? That's no longer an option.
Clark just dropped her daily off-season workout, and it's absolute.
This is why the WNBA was in big trouble.
Geno Auriemma once questioned whether Clark could handle the WNBA's physicality. Well, Geno, what's the excuse now? Clark has turned herself into a powerhouse, and the league is about to feel her full impact. She's ready to dominate every opponent in her path.
Geno, baby, if Caitlin Clark is on the team, it becomes the right team. Because Caitlin Clark is on it. It's like saying Michael Jordan's not on the right team. It's the right team if Michael Jordan is on the roster.
I feel like I'm just scratching the surface. I feel like there's just so many areas that I want to improve in and to continue to get in the gym and work on that every single day.
Caitlin Clark has completely changed the game in the WNBA. Last season, defenders thought they could push her around, but not anymore. Now, she's the one initiating contact, creating space, and making her presence known. She's no longer just a deadly shooter, she's attacking the paint, overpowering defenders, and demanding respect from every inch of the court. The scariest part? No one has an answer for her new level of dominance. I feel like I'm just scratching the surface, Clark said. There are so many areas I want to improve, and I'm going to keep putting in the work. She was already one of the league's most dangerous offensive players, but now she's added a serious post-up game to her arsenal. Imagine Clark backing down a defender, using her newfound strength to score with ease or set up an open teammate. This isn't just a small adjustment, it's a nightmare for every team in the league. With her expanded skill set, stopping her is no longer an option. Opponents will be scrambling to figure out how to slow down her relentless attack.
Somebody said the league is not ready for Caitlin. 3.0 MVP is hers. Yes, go. Fever admin, I love you. Caitlin put some weight on, bro. She definitely got in the weight room. And, like, I don't think Caitlin put weight on. I think Caitlin put a lot of muscle on. I think that's what the biggest difference is that we're seeing out of Caitlin. You know, going into this upcoming season, I think Caitlin put a bunch of muscle on, and it shows. It shows within her, you know, her body frame. It shows that her arms is bigger and her thighs is way wider. She definitely put some.
It's like, one, is Caitlin Clark stronger, or do you expect her to get stronger? And two, like, what's realistic, like, in terms of from a great first year to now second year in the league where, you know, it's not as new anymore, right? And you sort of know how the league plays, if nothing else.
Yes, she is stronger, first and foremost. You know, and again, she's got a lot of self-awareness. And, you know, she figured that out, you know, right away. Like, I need to get stronger. I can't get knocked around as much.
That's why the entire WNBA is on high alert. Caitlin Clark isn't just coming back for another season, she's returning as a completely transformed player. Defenders who thought they had her figured out are in for a rude awakening. This season isn't just about winning matchups, it's about cementing herself as a generational talent, a force in the league for years to come. Clark isn't just thinking about the present, she's playing the long game. The big question, can she put this newfound strength to use in real games? The answer? A resounding yes.
Done a great job of getting in the weight room and really focusing on her areas that she needs to focus on in terms of strength, in terms of, you know, low center of gravity, you know, time under tension, like all of those things. You know, I think the next step is efficiency, right? Like, not so many turnovers.
I got to ask you a basketball question. Yeah. I know that you work really hard in the off season. You said yesterday you're always trying to get better. What's the thing that you're working on in this off season?
I think, honestly, besides the actual basketball skill part of it, I think getting stronger, that's what I'm focusing on. I'm in the weight room a lot, just building that strength. Obviously, it was hard going right from the college season to the professional season. You don't get to spend a lot of time in the weight room, so that's what I've tried to focus on the most here. And then, obviously, a lot of things on the court. I'm always wanting to get better, and that's kind of what drives me, and I love it. I love getting to do it, and I feel very fortunate that it's my job.
Caitlin Clark hasn't just added muscle, she's completely redefined her game. The player defenders faced last season is gone, replaced by a stronger, more dynamic athlete with an expanded offensive arsenal. Now, WNBA defenders are being forced to rethink their entire approach to guarding her. Last year, she dominated with elite speed, deadly shooting, and pinpoint passing, all of which are still there. But now, she's added powerful moves that make her even harder to stop. Those smaller defenders who once tried to pressure her are about to realize their old tactics won't work anymore. Clark has been relentlessly perfecting her post-up game, and it shows. She's backing down defenders with ease, holding her ground against physical play, and finishing with precision. Imagine her in the post, absorbing contact and sinking fadeaway jumpers like a seasoned all-star. This evolution in her game creates an entirely new challenge for defenders, who are now scrambling to find any way to stop her.
Stephanie White knows what she's talking about, and confirming Caitlin Clark is stronger is going to help a lot, because we saw after Olympic break when Caitlin Clark got stronger that she was posting up guards. Like, she doesn't have very many post moves, but that double bang with her left shoulder into the turnaround layup floater thingies off the backboard, it worked really well. And like, we saw her taking some bigger guards.
Caitlin Clark's transformation goes far beyond her post game. Her driving ability has taken a major leap, too. Last season, defenders could bump her off balance on her way to the rim. Now, she's the one initiating contact, absorbing hits, and finishing strong. Those tough layups that used to rim out? Now, they're dropping consistently. But this isn't just about getting stronger, it's about Clark completely redefining her game to eliminate any weaknesses. Opponents thought physical play would wear her down, but now she's built to withstand the battle. The WNBA has no idea what's coming. Her evolution isn't just about scoring, either. Her newfound strength is making her an even better playmaker. She can fend off defenders longer, keep her dribble under pressure, and create passing lanes that weren't there before. Picture this: Clark is trapped by two defenders, but instead of getting flustered, she powers through and delivers a perfect pass to a wide-open teammate. Already an elite passer, her added physicality has turned her court vision into an even deadlier weapon. She's now a complete, multi-dimensional threat, one that defenders can't afford to ignore.
So, she's going to have that in her arsenal, and it's going to make her harder to defend. It's going to make her way, way harder to defend, because, if you can't bully her, it means that the Dejanay hand check through three-quarter court isn't going to... She has gotten significantly bigger. Stephanie White has confirmed it. Stephanie White has gone out here and confirmed that Caitlin Clark has been bulking up. Like, that she's bulked up as a player, and that she's no longer, like, skinny and...
Caitlin Clark has taken the WNBA by storm, and it's not just her incredible shooting skills that have everyone buzzing. She's been hard at work in the gym, transforming her physique to become stronger and more explosive than ever before. Meanwhile, Geno Auriemma's previous comments doubting her ability to cope with the league's physicality are now looking quite silly. Clark is ready to dominate the competition.
And Diana said it best. This kid's in for a rude awakening. And they all jumped over her, but they didn't read the whole thing that she said. But nobody's printing. You know, Diana Taurasi was right. This kid's on the wrong team. She's got the wrong skill set to handle the physicality of that league. And she's a rookie. And if you're a WNBA player, if you're any kind of player, you're going to say, I'm going to make a statement.
If you're wondering just how big this transformation is, consider what the experts are saying. Many believe Caitlin Clark's added strength could help her average a double-double in points and assists this season. That's huge. A double-double every game isn't just impressive, it's the kind of dominance that builds a Hall of Fame legacy. But what truly sets Clark apart is her dedication to improving every aspect of her game. She's not just strengthening one skill, she's making sure there's no weakness for defenders to exploit. Remember that viral workout video that racked up over 2 million views on Twitter in just 24 hours? That wasn't just a highlight reel of her shooting in an empty gym, it was a statement. A blueprint for total domination. Clark's relentless drive to refine her game proves one thing: she's nowhere near done. In fact, she's just getting started.
If you guys saw this workout has gotten a lot of people excited for Caitlin Clark, because she is like directly working on her weaknesses, which I think is a good look, honestly. I think that's a really, really good look for her, because, again, when we're seeing somebody working on their weaknesses and not the glamorous weaknesses.